The Legend of Sedna. In the icy waters of the Arctic, there lives a goddess of the sea. She's known as Sedna, and she's a powerful and feared figure. Sedna is the daughter of a powerful chief. She is a beautiful and kind young woman, and she's loved by all who know her. One day, Sedna was walking by the sea when she saw a handsome young man. The young man was a spirit of the sea, and he was immediately drawn to Sedna. The young man wooed Sedna, and she soon fell in love with him. They were married, and they lived happily together in the sea. However, Sedna's father was not happy with her marriage. He wanted her to marry a human, and he was determined to separate her from her husband. One day, Sedna's father attacked her husband. The young man fought bravely, but he was outnumbered, and he was killed, and Sedna was taken prisoner. Sedna's father took her back to his village, and he forced her to marry a human. Sedna was heartbroken, and she refused to marry the human. Sedna's father was furious. He tied her to a dog sled and dragged her out to sea. He threw her overboard, and she fell into the icy water. Sedna struggled to stay afloat, but she was too weak. She drowned, and her body sank to the bottom of the sea. Sedna's spirit was angry and vengeful. She cursed her father and his people. She vowed to punish them for their cruelty. Sedna's curse came true. The sea became angry, and it began to rage. The waves crashed against the shore, and the storms raged for days. Sedna's father and his people were terrified. They begged Sedna for forgiveness, but she refused. Sedna's curse continues to this day, and the sea is still angry as it rages. The waves crash against the shore, and the storms are still a threat. Sedna's curse was not just a punishment for her father, but his people. It was also a way for her to assert her own power and independence. Sedna was a strong and independent woman, and she was not afraid to stand up for herself. She was willing to risk everything to be with the man she loved, even if it meant disobeying her father. Sedna's curse was a reminder that even the most powerful people can be brought low by the power of nature. It's also a reminder that women have the power to shape their own destinies. The legend of Sedna is still told today by Inuit peoples all over the Arctic. It's a story that's both cautionary and inspiring. The story cautions against the dangers of disobedience, but it also inspires people to stand up for what they believe in. It's a story about the power of love, the power of nature, and the power of women. The Curse of Sedna is a powerful force that shaped the lives of the Inuit people for centuries. It's a reminder that even the smallest act of cruelty can have far-reaching consequences. The curse manifests itself in the form of storms, floods, and other natural disasters. These disasters can be devastating to the Inuit people who rely on the sea for their livelihood. The curse is also a reminder of the power of nature. The sea is a vast and unpredictable force, and it's important to respect its power. The Inuit people have developed a number of ways to try to appease the curse of Sedna. They often make offerings to her, such as seals or other sea creatures. They also hold ceremonies to pray for her forgiveness. Sedna is not just a figure of fear and anger, she's also a figure of respect and reverence. She's the goddess of the sea, and she's responsible for the abundance of marine life. The Inuit people believe that Sedna is a powerful force for good. She's the source of their food and livelihood, and she's also the protector of their people.